Good morning. Welcome to Ashoshin Zen, humblepie.wordpress.com, weekend edition of vlog and discussion. You can tell it's the weekend because I'm sitting on a park bench, no bow tie, and it's relaxing. So I had an interesting realization yesterday. This kind of thing doesn't usually happen to me very often, or it hasn't in a while. Came to a really interesting sort of realization, or discovering something about myself, I guess. I was out at a board game night, and when I was sort of obviously, yeah, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that stuff, and I've had an addictive personality in the past, and I just don't want to, things sort of getting to me or becoming an issue for me. So because I've had those problems, obviously I sort of look after myself, and that's part of the reason why I have a very strong moral code. The Sevenfold Paths of the Bushi Samurai, sort of a bit of emulation, as I've spoken about in the past. But when I was at this sort of board game night, I was sort of on a bit of an observer, new people, so you never really know if they're going to become really good friends or not. So it's really easy to kind of just 100% be yourself and not have to worry about sort of putting on an act or trying to please your friends like you might do otherwise. And I kind of appreciated that. I mean, they were awesome people. I had a really good time, and but being able to be kind of a bit more an observer and watch people, I realized that these people, they don't really, obviously, like regular people, when they drink, they can nurse a glass of wine for an hour, and when I used to drink, even though I would be the first person to tell you that I don't drink for effect, that I drink for taste, maybe I'm a glutton for taste, I don't know, because I would be drinking it a little bit quicker than that, and that kind of not worried me, but kind of caused me to think and start and second guess and sort of realize that having an addictive personality, it's really easy to get into being addicted to all sorts of things. Overeating, eating the wrong kind of foods. It's something that I've been sort of struggling with as I've been sort of slipping off my paleo diet a little bit the last month or two, since things have kind of been mixed up in my life, and it's really bizarre for me to be able to, or to have to admit that I have to worry about pretty much anything in my life that could be considered dangerous in excess. And coming to that realization gives me the power, gives me the ability to just observe it and to kind of be wary of that. And that's why my strong moral code, or my guilt complex, that's really ingrained and built into me for the last 15 years or so of my life, good half of my life, why that is so important to me, to keeping me safe and keeping me happy, is just that it's really easy for me to slide away from health, and to slide away from looking after myself, and then to feel really bad about what I've done. I don't really have much of an ability to practice self-control, I guess. And the older I get, the more I realize that seems to affect many more areas of my life than I thought it did. And that's a little disconcerting to me. And that's why I wanted to share it today in a weekend edition and not wait, because I wanted to kind of address this and figure out, does this make me less of a person? Does this make me less confident in myself? I think it definitely challenges my confidence level, or challenges what I see as what makes me an attractive person to other people, but also what makes me an attractive person to myself. I think that's not having that not being able to have that self-control, discipline in place, kind of makes me, not that I'm digressing, but that I'm definitely sort of scared a little bit, to be honest with you. A little scared about what that means for the future and what that means for me looking after myself going forwards, especially when I find myself wholly alone and my parents aren't around anymore. Because I have a very, 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 very strong family dynamic and a very strong relationship with my parents, and they really help me through a lot of things. And unless I have a strong sort of network of friends built up by the time they pass, I am really going to be very alone. And that is not only is it frightening, but it's also actually something that I, to some degree, maybe not look forward to as a, obviously as I don't want to lose my parents or lose these people out of my lives, but it's a natural thing that happens, and I want to make sure that I have that flexibility. So, and that that I can look after myself and kind of, yeah. Anyway, very reflective this weekend. Very sobering thoughts. So this is obviously going to be attached to some writing as well, because that definitely needs to be explored a little bit more and a little less rambly than one of these might be. But yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring this further, and it only gives me more and more resolve to stay strong on my sevenfold path, and to stay strong with myself, and to look after myself and be healthy, because I know what makes me happy. Because when I'm in my routine and I'm looking after myself, I am very happy, and just as eager to share with you as when I'm feeling sad. So namaste, and I will talk to you all soon.